Good morning. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Happy birthday, America. It is our birthday. Let's come in and celebrate. I'm going to find you all and let you know that we're live. Okay, it is done. And we are live, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jyoti. I'm so glad that you're here with us. You're the first one in here this morning. So welcome, welcome, welcome in. Deirdre. Hi, sweetheart. Happy 4th. Happy birthday to us. Oh, what a great day. And it is an amazing start to a beautiful day. The sun's just coming up here and it is shining bright. So that tells me it's going to be a great day. So let's start the way we start every day. Let's start by going into our heart. Good morning, Catherine. So we start with the breath. Place your hand on your heart center. That brings your focus right to you and to who you are, the very heart of you. Breathe into that heart and breathe back out. Breathe in love and breathe that love back out into the world. Morning, Linda. Breathe in light. Breathe it back out. Breathe in peace and breathe it back out of your heart. Morning, Kim. Morning, Annie. Just take the deepest breath you can take and feel those lungs completely and feel the joy that happens when you do that. And now love on somebody. Who do you want to hug this morning? Send a big old heart hug out to whoever you want. It can be one, it can be many, it can be an animal, it can be a place, it can be a group. I'm sending it to every one of our P's this morning. And if you are here hearing this, you are a P for peace. So now that we have felt the love and shared the love, let's say some affirmations. Let's really feel these affirmations this morning. And I want you to put in the comment what your I am statement is. Because the more senses we use, if we're saying it, hearing it, seeing it, then it's going to be amazing how it feels inside of you and how quickly it becomes a habit. So we start with the simplest of all, which is I am. I am. Needs no explanation. It just is. It is who you are. It is what you are. It's letting the world know I am. And then we can add in words if we choose, which we usually do in the mornings. We say these affirmations every day. I am enough. I like to hold my solar plexus energy as I'm doing these because it really feels good to feel it in your solar plexus, which is your empowerment center. I am worthy. I am kind. I am abundant. I am healthy. And let's see what you all got for some I ams. Kim McElwain, I am simple. I love that. That says a lot, doesn't it? That I am. Don't have to have any fluff. I just am. Annie, I am worthy of every good thing good in my life. I am worthy of love. I am blessed. I am healthy. I am happy. When you all read those words, really feel it. Feel the health. Feel your body being the most perfect that it can be. Deirdre, I love this. I am a happy American. Yay. And happy birthday to us here in America. Our country was formed 250 years ago today. So we celebrate. And what a celebration that we can have when we feel into the energy of freedom. Linda, I love that. I am a light worker, shining light out into the world. Linda, I see you as a lighthouse, shining that light bright and just letting it go out to whoever needs to have light shown on them. I'm sorry. I got distracted there for a minute. I was watching the smallest dog in the house. Her name is Maddie, and she loves to get under covers. So I had left a cover on the chair in the living room, and all of a sudden she emerged out from under it. The cover was moving, and it was her. So, yeah, it's the little things. You know, we can find joy in anything at all. All right, so that was 481 days of saying these affirmations together in the morning. And doesn't it feel good to say them, to feel them, to see them in writing? I love that. Let's just continue to do this whole ritual of calling in amazing empowerment into our lives. Annie, I feel like a kid, but still going to cook for me and my boys. Well, kids love to cook. Don't you remember when you were a kid, or at least I did? I pretend cooked. I made the mud pies, and yep, I ate them too. Eating Mother Earth. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you for coming in. So, how's everybody doing? Are you excited that we have a birthday party? All of us here on this planet, in this part of the world, we're celebrating today. We're celebrating the birth of our country and that we are here for such a time as this. And Deirdre says, true. I watched Thump discover his tail again when the sun landed on it. So cute. Yeah, it's those moments. They're magic, aren't they? It's just magical to watch animals and to watch their uniqueness and how they show up and their curiosity, the things that they do that just bring us joy. I so love our animals. Annie says, the other morning, my parents were in my dream and they woke me up. I love that. Sometimes I'm just falling asleep, just at that point of, I know I'm drifting and there's no coming back from it. I'm going to go into sleep. And sometimes I just hear my name being called out. And so I know that someone is visiting me in my sleep time. Kim, cooking vegan hot dogs over fire and roasting marshmallows tonight and sitting by fire. I so love that. I really do. I'm hoping we're going to be able to do that at our get together, our gathering in October. I haven't heard back from Gracie yet. She was checking to see if we're going to be able to have either a fire pit or time on the beach when we can have fire. It's not something we can do out here right now. There's too many out of control fires that are just raging and creating all kinds of dangers. But on the East Coast, and especially we're going to be on the ocean where there's lots of water, I think that we're going to be able to do that. All right, so y'all doing okay? What other plans do you have today? Anybody getting together with others? Are you having parties? Are you watching maybe a local march or parade that's happening in your part of the world? Because there's a lot that goes on this holiday, a lot of celebration. And I love feeling into that energy of celebrate, dance to the music, and lots of dancing, lots of happy, joy that happens on this day. This morning, we are going to do the new podcast, Walking with Jesus. And I hope that you all will tune in wherever you're at right now watching. It'll be there because it's broadcast at the same places on Enlightened World Network, on Angel Speakers, on both Facebook and YouTube. You can catch it there. Lily will be with me, and we're going to have a special guest this morning. I'm hoping you can tune in and just communicate with us what you would like to know about Jesus's life. And Kona just came over to say hello. So good morning, Kona. Okay, well, we can do story time. We have time for that. First, let's call in some more of our P's. I know y'all are out there. Let's call you in. We don't have our Andrea yet. We don't have Blue Jean. Who else is missing? Call in these P's. Leo, Brookie, and sweet little Max Man. Come on in. And just everybody think of one person and say their name, type their name. Let's get them in here. All right, so who else are we missing? Brandy. Let's get Brandy girl in so we can celebrate with her. All right, well, I'm going to pull up the story while you all call in some more P's to be with us. And story time this morning is called The Sacred Garden. All right, The Sacred Garden. Oh, we don't have Kathy Hand. I know she's traveling, but she might be listening as she travels. And who else? We're missing Barbara and Kelly. Yeah, call in these P's. Kathy Hand. You shared the ones I just mentioned. Thank you, Deirdre, for doing that. All right, so let's hear our story from the angels. Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality. That's a quote from Earl Nightingale. Every garden begins with a single seed. The same is true of our lives. Whether we realize it or not, we are constantly planting seeds into the fertile soil of our subconscious mind. Every thought we think, every word we speak, every emotion we repeatedly feel becomes a seed. With enough repetition and enough emotional energy, those seeds begin to grow until they eventually produce the harvest that we call our reality. This is why habits are so powerful. In the beginning, creating a new habit requires conscious awareness. We have to remember to pause before reacting. We intentionally choose gratitude over complaint, forgiveness over resentment, kindness over criticism. At first, it feels awkward because we are interrupting old programming that has been running for years. But something beautiful happens with consistency. What once required effort gradually becomes second nature. We no longer have to remind ourselves to smile, to meditate, to pray, exercise, or speak encouraging words. Those actions become part of who we are because we have rewritten the programming of our subconscious mind. The challenge is that our subconscious doesn't distinguish between habits that serve us and habits that diminish us. It simply accepts what we repeatedly feed it. Our modern world has made this even more apparent. Technology has brought incredible blessings. We can speak with loved ones across the globe, learn almost anything with a few keystrokes, and share inspiration with thousands of people in an instant. Yet these same conveniences have also invited us into a more stationary way of living. Hours can disappear while sitting in front of a computer or scrolling endlessly through our phones. Before long, inactivity becomes a habit. Distraction becomes a habit. Even worry can become a habit. The body adapts. The mind adapts. The spirit waits patiently for us to awaken. If we repeatedly focus on fear, our subconscious begins expecting fearful experiences. If we continually replay disappointments, we reinforce the belief that life is difficult. But when we intentionally nourish thoughts of hope, gratitude, compassion, peace, and possibility, our inner garden begins producing a completely different harvest. This is one of the reasons daily spiritual practice is so important. Prayer is repetition. Meditation is repetition. Affirmations are repetition. Acts of kindness are repetition. Spirit reminds us of this eternal principle. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. That is from Galatians. This is not a warning meant to frighten us. It is a promise filled with hope. If we don't like the harvest we've been experiencing, we are not powerless. We simply begin planting different seeds today. The angels often remind me that our subconscious is like fertile soil. It doesn't argue with us. It doesn't judge what we plant. It simply nurtures whatever we consistently give our attention to. Imagine spending just a few moments each day feeding your mind with uplifting thoughts instead of fearful ones. Imagine replacing self criticism with words of encouragement. Imagine expressing gratitude before your feet even touch the floor each morning. Imagine speaking blessings over your family, your work, your health, and even the world. Little by little, those moments accumulate. One day, you look back and realize you have become the very person you once hoped to be. Transformation rarely happens overnight. It happens one thought, one choice, one prayer, and one loving action at a time. So today, take a moment to notice what you are planting. Are your thoughts producing peace or anxiety? Are your words creating healing or discouragement? Are your daily habits leading you toward the life your soul longs to live? Every moment offers another opportunity to plant something beautiful. Choose wisely. The harvest is already on its way. Dear angels, help me become aware of the seeds I am planting each day. Guide my thoughts toward love, my words toward kindness, and my actions toward wisdom. May every habit I cultivate bring me closer to the divine purpose you have placed within my heart. Help me sow peace wherever I go and trust that every loving seed will blossom in perfect time. Dear ones, never underestimate the power of a single loving thought held consistently in your heart. Every uplifting affirmation, every act of kindness, every moment you choose faith over fear is like planting a tiny seed in the fertile garden of your soul. At first, the changes may seem invisible, just as a seed quietly develops beneath the soil long before it breaks through the surface. Yet with patience, repetition, and loving attention, those unseen beginnings take root and grow. The smallest seed, faithfully nurtured, can become the mightiest tree, offering shade, strength, beauty, and nourishment to countless others. In the same way, one positive habit can transform a life. One prayer can restore hope. One forgiving heart can heal generations. One person choosing love can become a beacon of light for an entire community. Today is a new day to plant a new beginning. Release the seeds of yesterday that no longer serve your highest good and intentionally sow thoughts of peace, gratitude, compassion, joy, and possibility. Trust that every loving choice you make is creating a future that reflects the divine light already living within you. Your harvest may not appear overnight, but every seed planted in love carries the promise of abundant blessings in its perfect season. Today, let's do an angel whisper. Plant thoughts of love, water them with gratitude, nourish them with faith, and watch miracles bloom. So today I promise to plant many positive seeds and keep my thoughts only on that which is for my best and highest good. We do get what we sow. We reap what we sow in our garden, which is our subconscious. What are you planting in yours? What's there that's growing that you placed there? You planted it, you watered it, you nourished it, you got in a habit of repeating whatever it was that fed that seed. So pay attention. And Blue has arrived. Good morning. You're doing the barn chores. All right. Blue says, my spirit slaps and gets my attention. It will do that. And Blue says, make certain you yank those weeds from the roots. Tend your garden well during this moon time. Yeah, if you've ever worked in a garden or seen a garden, you know that it's important to remove what's choking those weeds or choking those seeds, which are the weeds that grow. And sometimes we have more weeds than we have produce, don't we? Sometimes those weeds just kind of want to take over. So it's important to yank them out. And so in our mind, the weeds would look like doubt, fear, insecurity, blame and shame and regret, looking back instead of looking forward. So what weeds are you allowing to still reside there in the garden of your mind? What is it that you just say, I'll get to it later? Remember, the angels have talked to us about procrastination. If you see a weed that keeps poking at you, that self-doubt, you can't do that. You're not smart enough. You're not beautiful enough. All the doubt that keeps getting planted there, yank it out. Say the affirmations with us that we say every day. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are a spark of the divine. Start countering those weeds with what's going to be your reality. Whatever you plant, that's what you're going to see. So what are you planting today? What kind of seed are you going to place in your subconscious mind? And then get in that habit, that beautiful habit of watering and nourishing and taking care of that garden. We've been saying those affirmations together, coming up on 500 days. We're working on that. And it makes a difference if we're feeding our mind those positive thoughts instead of the negativity. Deirdre's planting more hopium. I love that. And Kim says, mine looking back when I felt things were good. Keep that thought alive. Keep planting that hope like Deirdre is doing. Hope that things are going to get better and better each day and help us to feel our magnificence. Annie is planting self-love and believing in herself. Thank you, Annie, for doing that, because that's important. It's important to say to ourselves, I love you. Thank you. Thank your body. Thank your mind. Thank everything in your life for being the way it is. And then if you don't like the way it is, start to do a change slowly. Start to make a new habit, a new neural pathway that says that you are enough. All right, Kuan Yin says, the loving push. Sacred Grandmother will nudge you when you need to take a step, comfort you when you become uncertain, and provide the means for you to move towards your destination, which is, of course, your divine destiny. When you feel the divine pushing you, leap. Take that leap of faith. Make a little change. Today, check in. See what's going on inside of your garden, in your mind, and maybe there's some weeds that need to be pulled out. Maybe there's some nourishment that needs to be pushed into it to help feed those seeds. So just do a little check-in. All right. Annie says, give Ruth a hug for me. We love you. Ruth is celebrating her birthday this week. She is up in Canada at some really beautiful places, Banff and Lake Louise. I think she's going to wake up at Lake Louise on her birthday, which is in a couple of days. Her birthday is on the 6th, and we'll make sure we all send out beautiful wishes to her on that day. All right, so let's see what Paramahansa Yogananda has to say. Hi, Kona. All right, so today is celebration of the birthday of Sri Gayanamada. The way to freedom is through service to others. The way to happiness is through meditation and being in tune with God. Break the barriers of your ego. Shed selfishness. Free yourself from the consciousness of the body. Forget yourself. Do away with this prison house of incarnations. Melt your heart in all. Be one with all creation. That is the goal, isn't it? To get back to that feeling of oneness, of who we truly are. We are spirit. We are all part of that oneness of everything that is. So feel into it. Yes, Blue, that is correct. She's visiting Archangel Michael's house and really enjoying nature right now. I think they're going kayaking maybe today. Just getting out there and all the beauty and the glory of nature that's around her. You're growing fertilizer. Yes, you are, Jean. And be grateful for that fertilizer. Be grateful for everything that we encounter while we're here on this earth planet, because there's so much to be grateful for. And who are you grateful for? Make sure you tell them. Make sure that the people in your life that you appreciate know that you appreciate them. Make sure that you have said it, you've shown it, and shine that light on them. Let them celebrate being alive, and you celebrate them as they do so. All right, so that brings us to our prayer time. Who do we need to lift up today? And Blue, check in with us and let us know how Mark is doing. We've been lifting him up. Anyone that's going through your special challenges right now, let's lift them up. I want to ask for prayers for Ruth's brother-in-law, Charlie, who just went through some surgery and he's now in recovery from that. Prayers for my niece, Paula, going through a very difficult time right now. And anyone who is struggling with your physical challenges, we want to lift you up and let you know how much we love you, how much we care, and shine a light on you, knowing that we're all here for you. You don't have to go through anything in life alone. You're here in this community, which is a very special, beautiful community. We have a new P, Jyoti, and lifting you up. Jyoti is bedridden with some back issues. So let's see her back strengthening. Let's see her getting stronger and stronger every day as we all infuse love and faith in her, that miracles still happen, and seeing that miracle real, seeing it bringing her up out of that bed with no pain and with ease and grace. All right, Deirdre, thank you for our daily prayer for all humans. Prayers for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, our children, who are our future, support for all families living with addiction, prayers for a healthy climate, our troops, especially those deployed, all countries and their leaders, and may they remember their mission, remember why they chose to come here as a leader, to help us all to come together and to live in harmony on this planet. Prayers for me and my family and for any traveling peas. Thank you for that, Deirdre. And it's Mark's birthday today. Hoping he makes it through this party with a cancer flare-up. Well, let's see him celebrating. Let's see him really enjoying being on this planet and his body responding to that joy, responding to the love that we're sending to him, Blue Jean. So as you wish him a happy birthday, let him know that there's a whole family that's supporting him and cheering him on and wishing only the best for him. All right, well, let's get into our prayers. If you have others that you want to lift up, just type their name in. Let them know that we are lifting them. And we've got so many P's that aren't here with us this morning. So let's remember each one praying for the very best, whether they're traveling or under the weather or hiding from the heat or whatever may be happening. Let's lift up every one of our spiritual family. Brookie, good morning. Yes, yes, we are celebrating our independence today as a country. So thank you for that, Brookie and Dylan and sweet little Max man. All right, so let's breathe in. Breathe into your heart. Allow that energy to fill you completely, filling your lungs, but also filling your soul, nourishing you, helping you to understand that seeds also need oxygen as well as silence, water, positive intention. Breathe in all of that. Breathe in love. Breathe in the energy of being enough, of being magnificent, of being beautiful. Just allow right now. Just go into the energy of I am. Can you all just say that in your mind? I am. Just feel that. Feel what happened. It's like sunshine opening up through a cloud, burning away all of those negative thoughts of doubt, of fear, of insecurities. See that sun shining bright on you, on your subconscious mind, feeding those seeds that you're planting there, the seeds of hope, the seeds of love, the seeds of joy. Let them grow, let them open up and burst through to your conscious mind, telling you, yes, you can, and yes, you are enough. Maybe you don't believe it just yet. Maybe you're waiting for something to click, for some word or some sign. This is your sign. You're here right now, hearing these words. Just enjoy. Enjoy being you. Enjoy being surrounded by love. This is what love feels like. This is what joy looks like. Enjoy it as we lift our prayers, our concerns up to the Creator. And let's do that together. Not one person has to carry the load. We do it together as a group, as a unified force, bringing in any thought of lack, any thought of being unwell, any thought that something is not working to perfection. And let's turn it around as we hand it over to God and be grateful. Thank you, God, for hearing our prayers. Thank you for answering the prayers to the best and highest good. Thank you for creating us out of love and for infusing that love into our hearts. We appreciate you. We thank you. We thank you for the good times. We thank you for the challenging times. We thank you for life and everything in this life. We thank you for every animal that walks on this planet beside of us, those who bring us such joy, those who bring us beauty, those who show us strength. Thank you, God, for this time together. Thank you that we are all in one accord with wanting peace on our planet. Thank you for this country still going strong 250 years after it was signed as a country formally. Help us to always celebrate who we are and where we are and lift each other every day so that we can see our magnificence and we can call in what we want to live in, which is harmony with each other, joy, peace, and love. Thank you, I love you. Seems so simple to say. It feels like so little as we give that gratitude to you, God. Take this from our humble hearts. Know that when we say the words, they're coming from deep inside. They're coming from all of our experience, from our hope, from our well wishes, for more of these feelings every day of being lifted up. Thank you for the divine in our lives. Help us to always recognize those that are guiding us, those that are helping us through this journey. Thank you for Jesus. Thank you for Divine Mother. Thank you for all who are helping us and walking beside of us, and our precious angels that show us the way and guide us and guard us as we move forward. Help us now to go through this day, remembering who we are, remembering our magnificence. We don't need a firework sparkling to show us our inner light. All we need to do is breathe into it, and it will come out naturally, because that is our nature. And thank you for that, God. We love you and we honor you as the giver of all life and the giver of all miracles. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Amen. Oh, Kelly, I'm so glad you joined in with us. Thank you for being here. To all of you who came in today, I love you. Thank you. Those are the words we say every day. And let's listen as Leo and Brookie help us to understand the power of moving our vibration up, up, up. Here we go. Well, let's go into our hearts. Hand on your heart center. And slow down your breathing.
Higher, yeah. Beyond the clouds, past the sun, that's where we're headed. By the power of the Spirit, guided by purpose, raising consciousness. Up, we gonna raise the vibe, high and high, as we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, we gonna raise the vibe, high and high. Set your intentions, we off to another dimension. dimension. Up we go. Love lead the way. Up we go. No time to hesitate. Up we go. And it feels so good. Up we go. We going higher, higher, yeah. We going higher, higher, yeah. We going higher, higher, yeah.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Up, we go now. Raise the vibe, higher, higher, to the sky. Don't waste to fly. Up, we go now. And it feels so up, we go.
To another dimension.
Going higher, higher, we go. Going higher, higher, we go.
Flying high, so high.
Going higher, higher, we go.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Going higher, higher, yeah.
Up, up, up. Thank you, Max, for that reminder that that is where we are going. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Happy Independence Day, America. We love you, and let's cherish every moment on this planet, in this space where we are. I'll be back in an hour with our new podcast, Walking with Jesus, on this beautiful Independence Day. So come join us today. I'd love to have you there with your questions, your comments. What do you want to know about the life and times of Jesus Christ? Come in and share. I love you. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow afternoon on